Are we live? I think we are live. Yes, everybody. I wanted to jump on real quick before Living on a Dime went live at 6:30, so Eastern Standard. So they'll be on in 20 minutes. I just wanted to jump up and give everybody an update on where we are, where I am on my 30-day raw vegan challenge. I'm going to set y'all on right here and talk to you like this. Well, got to fess up some things, of course, too. Now, keep in mind that my raw vegan challenge was 98% raw. That is, salad dressings. I did allow myself that. And the last time we left, I can't remember what day it was. I did turn off the video, and I actually did go work out. Actually want to pick you back up again. I did go work out. I did the Pio. Went to Beachbody on demand. Looked at the Pio thing. And when my Beachbody coach told me about Pio coming out a few years ago, this is when I was kind of thinking about being a coach. But the expense and my flabbiness just said no. All of a sudden I freaked out at the cost. But anyway, that's beside the point. But she said, oh, this great new workout thing called Pio. It's great, it's great, it's great. I'm like, it's just no. Well, now I kind of need something like that, which is low impact. And so now I've got on demand, and I was able to look at it. Very impressed, I have to say. She was right. Very impressed. And my stomach was sore for the first 4 days from the orientation video. The orientation video. I was like, ow. So I haven't actually started yet. But the orientation video had me go, ow. All right. I did actually, during my plan, sort of plan ahead for some cheat times and cheat days. Okay. So last Saturday night, I did cheat with popcorn at the movies. I went to go watch Mary Poppins Returns. And so I cheated with some popcorn. It was absolutely the grossest thing I think I'd had in a long time. The weirdest, I was in the theater and I went like this to watch a movie. I'm like, what is that smell on my hand? I'm like, what is it? I mean, it smelled awful. It was that grease they put for butter. Like the smell on my hands was like, oh my word, is that, what's on this seat? I was distracted during part of it. It was during the Meryl Streep part, which was absolutely awful. So I had to have something else to think about, which was perfect. And I'm like going, what is that smell? I'm like, ugh. I'm like, thank goodness it wasn't too crowded, but I was like going to lean down and sniff the arm if that didn't look so weird in the movie. So I didn't do it. I just, actually I got my Diet Coke Zero out, and I poured some on my hands to wash them off because it was just that gross. So anyway, I did cheat then, and New Year's Eve, yes, I did. I cheated some then. I went to a function at work. It was there were some appetizers that were out. I did have some of the appetizers, and earlier that day, I actually tasted one or two of the appetizers. It was a sushi roll that I popped that one too, and then I went for what I thought were the vegetarian looking options. There were some meatballs. I didn't touch those. So something that was in a spring roll, I thought it could be vegetarian. It may not. So I ate it. It was good. And I have been, kind of back on it since that point, but not to my complete satisfaction. I feel great. I have to tell you this. I do. I feel good. I'm down a couple of pounds. I guess I've reached a plateau on doing the kind of stuff that I'm doing now. This light is really bad. The stuff I'm doing right now. And so for the next 3 days, I'm going to go on juice only. Juice only. So that means tomorrow, which is Thursday. Let's see. So Thursday, Friday, and Sabbath, I'm going to be going on juice only. So I got some prepped now. I'm cleaning out the fridge now, which I don't know if I'll clean out everything. I still have some celery. Oh, I got some. They're dead. Okay, I had some turnip greens and then they're dead. Oh, and I cheated again on New Year's Day. Cheated again on New Year's Day. I had to have my my black eyed peas and my collard greens on New Year's Day. So I did have Glory Foods brand with a turkey-based seasoning. So I think my collards were turkey-based seasoning, and my black-eyed peas were, animal-free. So I did have that. So in fact, I had that as early in the day as possible so I could kind of get back onto my wagon as soon as I could. Still overindulgent. I keep buying the nut butters because let me tell you what, that stuff is just so good. But I bought sunflower seed butter the last time, and but I just have got to tell myself no. So now it's going to start probably getting not so fun right now. So I hate to say that, but I mean, I pretty much have finished most of this off now. I'm going to toss this tonight. And right now, this is what I've got ready, cleaned out. I'm kind of doing some mixing here. So this is kind of divided to 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will have this 4 times tomorrow. 4 points. This is what I'll be consuming tomorrow as far as juice. I'll put it into mason jars, and I'll be filling up whatever juice I get for each batch. I'll be filling up with water. Now, hopefully this doesn't oxidize too bad and just become hideous. And I know, again, I am mixing my citrus in there, and I know citrus is probably not the best thing to mix for these things. I just remember that juicing rule from a long time ago, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. So I kind of like having the lemon in there. It cuts it. So this is broccoli I've had in the fridge for a while. I got to juice this quickly before it goes bad. This is 1 beet. This 2 has a 1 beet. I'm probably going to quarter that so I can spread that across the others, or just do it in the first 2 batches. Actually, I'll put those in my 2 morning batches. So I'm going to juice that. And if you want to where are you? There you are. So I'm going to juice along with me. We may do a quick juice. Again, I do not want to. Okay, we got about 10 more minutes before Living on a Dime pops up. And if you don't ever watch Living on a Dime, I highly recommend that you do. So regardless of whatever kind of diet you're on, go talk to those folks. They can help you save some money. So if that's one of your goals in 2019, Living on a Dime can help you earn money back that you have paid for, already. Basically help you save more money. So they are very good people, and I just highly recommend going to visit their site. So after we get off here, like I said, if you're watching me live right now, after this, Living on a Dime will be going live at 6:30 Eastern Standard. All right, let's crank it up. Let's see what we get. I'm going to get my water out real quick. Hold on. Let me get my water out. I had New Year's Day off, gang. New Year's Day off, and I didn't do a thing. Well, I kind of just hung out. I went for a walk. I did do that. I went for a nice walk, but I didn't get any work done. And so my kitchen looks awful. All right, got my mason jar ready to go, all cleaned up. Cranking this joker on high. Hope that's not too loud. Is that too loud? That may be too loud. Anyway, put it there. Hope it's not too loud. I gotta pull this out. There we go. All right, we're gonna do some juicing. All right, Mr. Broccoli's going in first. I'm going to put in I'm putting garlic in there too. I am going to be hideous. I'm just going to chuck this stuff in. There we go. Ah, I can smell that broccoli. Yeah. This is where our friend the apple comes in handy. So, apple's real good, and ginger too. Ginger cuts it, gives it a great bite, and I think that's all I have for 1 batch. Okay. Oh, carrots! I forgot my carrots. And my cucumbers! I forgot my cucumbers. Oh man. Okay. So I got 1 cucumber that's going bad. Darn. Okay. I knew it. I got cucumbers. I got to peel those jokers real quick. Carrots. I got to get those divvied up. I thought, man, I don't have a whole lot of juice. Carrots are really the main juice source of it. I'm just going to juice all I got, and I'm going to peel off these cucumbers real quick. Now, any juicers out there, I don't know, can you juice cucumbers? I mean, peels? I've never juiced cucumber peels. I think that's a little bit bitter. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, so while I'm doing that, let's talk about goals. Goals for 2019 here. So my goal was last week to be down to 207. No. I'm still hovering around 211. At one point, I thought I was going to get down enough where I could actually meet that goal. So I'm going to make that my goal for the top of next week. So if I don't drop the pounds quickly, so which means I've hit a plateau right now. Now with juicing, I'm not going to exercise while I'm juicing. So maybe a little light walking, but I want to kind of conserve my energy while I am doing a juice cleanse. So I may wait until Sunday to go for a walk. Because on Sunday is when I'll start back on solid food again, or at least a smoothie. So I will have a smoothie on Sunday. So my goal tomorrow, probably should have planned this just a little bit better, but tomorrow after work is when I'm going to be going to the grocery store, and I am going to be getting my food for the weekend, including for when I come off of this juice fast. Now the last time I did a juice fast, it was many years ago, but I remember actually being pretty satiated and pretty good for the entire time. I remember it not being too unpleasant. Okay, so 3 down, 1 to go. I remember it not being too unpleasant. So it was actually a nice, actually pretty well off. But when I did go raw, the earlier days of this, of my raw food cleanse, my brain did get a little foggy. I'll admit that. So I was getting a little bit sluggish and a little bit foggy. Even though I was eating some high fats like olives. So there are olives that I'll be eating, you know, to kind of help. But so these next 3 days I'm going to be living off my own, whatever fat I got in my brain to, you know, for thinking. Okay. I'm giving these a cursory cleaning. Nothing too major. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 decent sized carrots. I'm going to divide those up into 3, and 3 to make up the complement. That's more than 3, but that'll kind of help. All right, there we go. Going to add those in. Get cranked back up. There we go. And 1 cucumber. Yeah. There we go. Now then. This is it, full strength. Let's take a little sip. Okay, yep, that is very drinkable. So that's all right. And I'll add water to it. And I'll add water to it now, cap it, and it's ready to go for the morning. So hooray, so that's it. I gotta do that 4 more times. There we go, let me show it to you. There we go. So I got filtered water added to it, and boom. There we go. So water down a little bit. Breakfast. Breakfast number 2, lunch, and then late dinner, and then fasting until the next day. So that is going to be it. So gang, about 5 more minutes before living on a dime. But just kind of think and pray for me over these next few days. I really kind of want to have a breakthrough in terms of diet and just physical well-being. Yeah, I do want to drop some pounds, but I want to feel even better because right now I just I feel a little bit more sluggish. Oh, and popcorn. I broke it again today. I had a massive amount of popcorn. So I'm kind of working through all this stuff. See, I stopped journaling. I stopped journaling a few days ago because I just kind of fell off the wagon, not fell off the wagon, but I just kind of went loopy-loop because I wasn't dropping weight and was getting a little discouraged, and so I got discouraged very quickly. So, back on the wagon. Tomorrow morning, I will be weighing myself again tomorrow morning and then documenting that. and going on from that point. So the last day of this is the 18th or 17th will be the 30 days. So I'm kind of extending it through the 19th. The 19th, I think, will be my first day technically off of this, but I am, maybe it's a few days prior to that. But anyway, that'll be 30 days. And by that point, so 2 more weeks, something like that. So 2 more weeks from now, I really want to be a lot further along than where I am now. So if I can, like I said, 211.2 is where I weighed myself this morning or yesterday morning. Man, it'd be great if in 2 weeks' time, if I could drop 5 pounds. I'd be happy if I can do that. And so I don't want to do it foolishly, but I do kind of want to give myself a kickstart, do a little boost, and then revamp up from that point. So, all right, everybody, thanks for your encouragement. Don't look at my house, it's really bad. Thanks for your encouragement, and I'll be catching up with you later in a couple days. See you, thanks, bye.